Tom Sandoval and Quinn just had the most explosive fight of House of Villains Season 3, and it's not even the full episode yet. This is just the preview. She called him out for everything. He fired back. Production had to step in. And when you find out what actually triggered this whole meltdown, you will lose your mind. Okay, so in the next 12 minutes, here's exactly what you're getting. First, I'm breaking down the full Episode 6 preview frame by frame because there are details most people completely missed. Second, we're talking about why Tom and Christine have been on a collision course since day one, and this was always going to explode. And third, I'm giving you my predictions on who's getting eliminated, because after this fight, someone is definitely going home. If you're a House of Villains fan or a Vanderpump Rules fan, or honestly just love reality TV mess, you need to stay until the end, because this drama is about to define the entire season. All right, so House of Villains Season 3 has been serving chaos from Episode 1, but Episode 6 is shaping up to be the messiest one yet. The preview dropped 2 days ago, and the internet has been going absolutely insane. Tom Sandoval versus Quinn is the fight nobody knew they needed, but now that it's happening, we cannot look away. Let me give you the context real quick, because this didn't come out of nowhere. Tom Sandoval joined House of Villains this season fresh off Scandoval. You know, the whole cheating scandal with Rachel Leviss that destroyed his relationship with Ariana Madix and basically made him the most hated man in Bravo history. He came into this house trying to redeem himself, trying to show a different side, trying to prove he's not just the guy who ruined Vanderpump Rules. And honestly, it was not working. Nobody in the house was buying it. Quinn, on the other hand, is a professional villain. She came from Selling Sunset, where she was the drama, the chaos, the one everyone loved to hate. She knows how to play this game. She knows how to manipulate. She knows how to get under people's skin. And from day one, she clocked Tom as weak. She saw right through his whole redemption arc act and decided he was going to be her target. The first few episodes, they were throwing shade at each other, but it was low-key. Little comments here and there. Eye rolls during confessionals. Christine would say something shady about Tom in the diary room. Tom would respond with some passive-aggressive comment at dinner. It was building. You could feel the tension every single episode. And now, in Episode 6, it finally explodes. But wait, it gets so much worse. Stay with me. So, the Episode 6 preview starts with everyone sitting at the dining table. They just finished a challenge and emotions are already high because someone lost immunity and they're vulnerable for elimination. The camera pans around the table, and you can see Tom looking stressed. Christine is sitting across from him with this smirk on her face. She knows exactly what she's about to do. Then, out of nowhere, Christine says, "Can we just address the elephant in the room? Tom, you're not a real villain. You're just a cheater who got caught." And the entire table goes silent, like you can hear a pin drop. Everyone freezes. The other villains are looking at each other like, oh, this is happening right now. Tom's face goes red. You can see him trying to keep his composure, but he's about to snap. Tom fires back and says, "Christine, you've been coming for me since day one because you know I'm a bigger threat than you and you can't handle it." And Christine just laughs. She literally throws her head back and laughs in his face. Then she says, "Threat? You're the most hated person in reality TV right now. You don't belong in this house. You're not a villain. You're just pathetic." And that's when Tom stands up. He slams his hand on the table and says, "You want to go there? Let's go there. I know things about you, Christine. I know secrets you don't want out." And Christine stands up too and gets right in his face and says, "Say it then. Say it right now. I dare you." Okay, I need you to focus because this part changes everything we thought we knew. Production steps in at this point. You can hear someone off camera saying, "Guys, we need to take a break." But neither of them is backing down. Tom is yelling. Christine is yelling. The other villains are just sitting there, watching this unfold like it's the best entertainment they've seen all season. And then the preview cuts off. It just ends. We don't see what happens next. We don't know if they actually fight, or if production separates them, or if someone gets kicked out of the house. But here's what we do know from the preview, and from what people are saying online. This fight changes the entire game. Because up until this point, Tom and Christine were both playing under the radar. They were letting other people be the main targets. But now, they just put the biggest targets on their own backs. Every single person in that house now knows these two are willing to blow up, and that makes them dangerous and unpredictable. Let's talk about why this fight matters so much. Tom came into this season trying to rehabilitate his image. He wanted to show people he's more than Sandoval. He wanted to be seen as a competitor, as someone who can play the game, as a villain in his own right. But this fight with Christine just reminded everyone exactly who he is. He got emotional. He got defensive. He threatened to expose secrets, which is exactly what he did to Ariana. It's the same pattern, and people are going to notice. Christine, on the other hand, just proved she's the alpha villain of this season. She got under Tom's skin so easily. She pushed his buttons, and he exploded, exactly like she knew he would. This is what she does. This is her game. And now she has all the power, because Tom showed weakness, and in a house full of villains, weakness gets you eliminated. And I haven't even gotten to the part that broke the internet yet. In Tom's confessional after the fight, he says, Christine thinks she runs this house, but she has no idea what's coming. I have information that will destroy her game, and I'm not afraid to use it. And that right there is the setup for what's about to be the messiest few episodes of the season. Because if Tom actually has dirt on Christine and he drops it, this is going to get so much worse before it gets better. Christine's confessional is even more brutal. She says, Tom is spiraling and I love it. He came in here thinking people would forget what he did, but nobody forgets. He's a joke, and I'm going to make sure everyone sees it. She is not holding back. She is going for the throat. And honestly, the confidence, the strategy, the pure villain energy, you have to respect it, even if you don't like her. Now the other villains are starting to pick sides. Some of them think Christine went too far. Some of them think Tom deserved it. And that division is exactly what makes good reality TV. Because now it's not just Tom versus Christine. It's half the house versus the other half, and someone is getting caught in the crossfire. We're not even at the craziest part yet. Keep watching. The elimination is happening at the end of episode 6. And based on the preview, I think one of two things happens. Either Tom goes home because he just made himself the biggest threat and the easiest target, or Christine goes home because people are scared of how much control she has. There's also a third possibility, which is that they both survive and someone else gets blindsided while everyone is focused on their drama. Here's my prediction. I don't think Tom goes home in episode 6. I think production wants to milk this feud for at least 2 or 3 more episodes. I think Christine is safe too because she's the narrator of this season. She's giving all the best confessionals. She's the one driving the storylines. I think someone like Larsa or Tiffany, who's been quiet and not making waves, ends up getting eliminated because the house wants to keep the drama, and the drama is Tom and Christine. But here's the wild card. If Tom actually does have dirt on Christine and he exposes it at the elimination ceremony, all bets are off. Because if he drops a bombshell big enough, it could turn the entire house against her and she could go home. And that would be the shock elimination of the season. Social media is losing their minds over this preview. Twitter is split between Team Tom and Team Christine. Reddit is doing full breakdowns of every frame, trying to figure out what secrets Tom is talking about. TikTok is making edits of the fight with dramatic music. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone is choosing a side. Here's my take. Christine is playing the better game right now. She's strategic, she's in control, she knows exactly what she's doing. Tom is playing emotionally, and that's dangerous. But the thing about Tom is, he's unpredictable. If he really does have something on Christine, he could flip this whole thing. So I'm not counting him out yet, even though he's messy. Now let's talk about what this means for the rest of the season. We're only at episode 6. There's still so much game left to play. If Tom and Christine keep going at each other, one of them is not making it to the finale. They cannot both survive because the house will not allow it. Someone is going to take one of them out. The question is, who makes the move first and who gets caught slipping? Tell me in the comments, are you Team Tom or Team Christine? Because I need to know where this fan base stands. Drop a fire emoji if you're Team Christine and a broken heart if you're Team Tom. Let's see who has more support. Let me wrap this up for you. Episode 6 of House of Villains is going to be absolutely insane. Tom Sandoval and Quinn just had the fight of the season, and we only saw the preview. The full episode is going to be chaos. One of them might go home, or someone else might get caught in the drama. Either way, this changes everything, and I cannot wait to see how it plays out. Episode 6 drops this week, and you know I'm doing a full breakdown the second it airs. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it, because this is the episode everyone is going to be talking about. If you enjoyed this preview breakdown, smash that like button, and drop your wildest prediction in the comments, because I'm reading every single one.